I cannot stop seeing things about Arcane, pretty much exclusively because apparently the rapper Baby No Money is in the fandom now. So I'm making you accompany me as I research and react and try to figure out what the phrase Jayvik kiss actually even means. I know very little about Arcane. I know that it's based off of League of Legends. I know that Baby No Money likes it. I know about that Caitvi scene that everyone was talking about. You know the one. I know that the art is cool, and I know that Caitlyn, I don't know if that's her full name. I assume it's Caitlyn. Could be Catherine, but it wouldn't be spelled like that. I know that she's a cop and that people don't like that. Do I know anything? Jayvik is a chip also. And I think that's men. Yeah, it's mostly just this video of Baby No Money kissing Will Neff. That's what I got for you. So I thought it would be worth doing a fandom reaction to, and if you haven't seen a fandom reaction video before, I don't know anything about the fandom, and I just go and I open a bunch of web pages about it and I tell you what I find, and then I come up with a bunch of really incorrect conclusions and people tell me I'm wrong in the comments. It's all good, clean fun, you know? So if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment telling me what I got wrong, because you're gonna do that anyway. So you might as well just do it because I told you to rather than just on your own. Okay, we're going to start where everything that's good and holy in this world starts, with Wikipedia. Oh, the sickly pale glow that just lights up your face when you open that webpage. Arcane is a steampunk. I didn't even know it was steampunk. Is League of Legends steampunk? That's so specific. Produced by the French. Steampunk and French. It's double homicide. I have been told that it really has very little to do with the actual game of League of Legends, but I think that people are just saying that to try to trick me into watching a TV show about League of Legends, a thing that I'm not willing to do. I'm sure it's good. I've heard it's good. I'm sure you like it if you're watching this video, but I don't want to do it. I'm biased. The second season's pacing had a mixed response. I'm sure that will come up later. Oh, Ella Purnell. I know her. Okay, well, the fact that there's spin-offs in development about other League of Legends characters is probably the least surprising thing ever. It is insane that they made this show Arcane in the first place, but now that it's been successful, they are gonna beat it into the ground and just beg you to keep watching every single one because you're attached to the whole concept now. There's no way that every single spin-off they make will be good. It's just how it is. It's like all those Star Wars TV shows. Everything needs to have a million TV shows now. So going on Twitter now, obviously seeing a ton of fan art. That's what always happens when you go on Twitter, is you see a ton of fan art no matter what. But I will say I have heard a lot about the fan art in this show, or not the fan art. I've heard a lot about the art in this show because the style is very specific kind of stylized animation that I have heard is inspiring a lot of artists, which is wonderful because I think inspiring artists is good. Although I think it will be funny if within the next few years all art kind of just looks like Arcane for a while. It's always gonna happen. If you look at the new upcoming games for various demo fests and stuff like that, every game is an unpacking clone. After Twilight got big, every book was a supernatural vampire romance, or maybe we'll see a bunch more video game inspired TV shows. That also wouldn't surprise me. That's a little bit of an area with a bunch of franchises that are very popular, but that they haven't made TV shows of yet. I mean, they made the Minecraft movie. That's coming out. It looks good. I mean, maybe when I lie, it looks really bad. I don't think I don't want to see it. I'm not gonna watch it. And that may surprise you, considering, but I don't want to watch it. I'm not interested. You know what they're gonna do? I think they're gonna make a GTA TV show. Hold that one. Put a pin in it. In a year and a half, when the GTA TV show enters production, okay, call me. Come leave a comment on this video. In a year and a half. We'll leave one now too, but in a year and a half. I also do see some character discourse kind of coming up on Twitter, which within the first minute of me scrolling is usually a bad sign, but also usually what it means is it's a big fandom, because big fandoms always have more drama and arguments and whatever than a smaller fandom does, because there's more people and more opportunity for people to be stupid, and then algorithms and social media amplify people being stupid. It's just kind of how it goes. I sort of look like I live in DC today. I don't know why. I think it's because my hair is straight. Anyway, the most boring kind of discourse for me personally at this point is this character a bad person? Is this character evil? Because usually it doesn't really matter. I just think it's like silly every time. It's like, well, this character did one bad thing, I guess that means they're evil. Or this character is like, does all of these awful things, but because they did one good thing, I guess that means they're good. And maybe we should just not label anyone as good or evil at this point in fiction. In real life, there are certain people that you could label as evil, I would say, pretty unambiguously if you have a brain. I guess these characters spend a lot of time like firebombing Walmarts and stuff like that. You know, the usual Saturday activities. I would say that going through Tumblr ends up being pretty similar to Twitter. It's a lot of fan art. Generally, when you check a main tag, that's kind of how that happens. But there are several memes also about situationships and breaking up with situationships. And I just think that jokes about situationships are really funny. I don't know why. So good luck too. I don't know, I have to assume it's Caitvi and Jayvik since those are the big ships and seemed to, I mean, one of them is canonical. I don't know if the other one became canon in season 2 or what, I don't know. But I assume those are the situationships. Single tier. Out of one of the eyes, you pick your favorite. Is Viktor meant to be Victor Frankenstein? Like, is that on purpose? Because he looks like exactly what I would imagine Victor Frankenstein to look like from Frankenstein, and his name is Victor. So I'm kind of just curious. Like, he looks so sad and sick. I feel like he could be an evil scientist or a like morally complicated scientist. Okay, well, I think it's time for everyone's favorite segment that I don't remember how to do properly because it's been a while since I recorded one of these videos, but it's ship time. We're going to my favorite website on the internet, the shipping wiki. Is it good? No. It's about ships. Usually I read the summary on there to figure out what's actually going on with the plot of whatever I'm reacting to, but there was like literally no information about Arcane on here, so I couldn't even do that. That's how good it is, baby. But let's talk about ships. It looks like the biggest ships on AO3 are Caitvi and Jayvik. Caitvi slightly over Jayvik, which seems to make sense because it was more established earlier, I assume. But either way, congrats to Femslash. I mean, it's always, you know, worth giving a shout out to when you see a fandom where there's that much of it, because the AO3 is not really fond usually in aggregate. The third biggest ship is called Timebomb, Ekko/Jinx. I've seen a couple things around. I feel like that one might be controversial. I don't know why, but we'll find out. So yeah, Caitvi is, let's see, does it say if it's canon? Canon! It says it's canon, at least according to, and her name is Caitlyn. Okay, Caitlyn, who is a cop, and Vi maybe becomes a cop at some point later. Oh, enemies to lovers. Wow. I guess the ship, like, did actually kind of start in League of Legends. Wait, let's click on the League of Legends section.
The story is very different. Like, they don't know anything.
Okay, yeah, there's no, like, there's nothing there. They have intimacy in some of their game voice lines in League. Right, of course, no, that makes sense. It's a deep League. I'm sure there's a deep lore to League. There's always a deep lore to everything. It just is killing me because it's League of Legends. Anyway, I'm not reading all of this. This is just too many things. Trivia? Any interesting trivia? One of them calls the other one Cupcake. It's so goofy. Wow, during Valentine's Day, they were one of the ships that had a skin sale in the Brazilian server. Does that make them canon in Brazil before everywhere else? It just reminds me of Supernatural and the Destiel being confirmed in the Latin American dub. I don't think it's anything like that, to be clear, but that's what it reminds me of. And for Caitvi, there are roughly 13,448 fics on AO3. Coming up behind them, we have Jayvik, which is Jayce and Viktor. I didn't know his name was Jayce, with 11,839 fics, roughly, at time of recording, not logged in. So, not including any private. Jayvik is fanon. Okay, according to the shipping wiki, it is not canon. Also, really long thing of like every moment they've ever had together, which is, to be fair, the point of the shipping wiki. Oh, this one actually has some quotes. Jayce says that Viktor is like his brother. Classic. Viktor, you're my partner. Our paths diverged long ago. It was affection that held us together. Fanon, small ship in League of Legends, very important in Arcane, since many fans noticed the chemistry between the two during the show's first act. Are the acts the same thing as seasons? I have to assume that like Act 1 and Act 2 is like seasons, but they name it that because it's cute because of like League and video game acts. I did open AO3, and I will say, although there are more like Caitvi fics, the like most kudos, like the first two most kudos fics are Jayvik ones. Caitvi isn't until like the third one, so it's pretty big. Also, AO3 bias, classic, you know, possibly happening here, but it's clearly a big ship. I mean, baby, no money. I did see discourse. I will say, when he started doing this stuff, I did see like a ton of discourse as to whether or not he actually even likes the show or is just like taking advantage of the fandom, which is really funny to me because the Arcane fandom is big, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe he doesn't need to do that. Like, I guess it's a good way to get engagement from people, but like, I would assume he does actually like the show to a certain extent. How would you even do all of that without liking the show at all? It's a very popular show. It's not like it's this crazy like niche thing. I mean, when I'm a famous rapper and I decide to be a poser about being a fandom nerd to get clout, maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's look at Timebomb as our like last ship. We usually look at the top 3 ships, and this one I know is like controversial for some reason. I don't know why. It says it's semi-canon and then canon in the Arcane alternate universe, Jinx and Ekko, and this one is a het ship. Former enemies, allies, childhood friends, feelings on Ekko's side, Jinx's status is unknown. Childhood friends immediately turns me off from this. That's because I'm a hater. Oh, this is why I was so confused. On Wikipedia, it was like sisters named Vi and Powder, and I was like, there's no one named Powder. Jinx used to be named Powder and now is called Jinx because she lost her sanity? I don't know. Unclear. Anyway, same person. That's why I hadn't heard that name before. They're nostalgic. Jeez, this is long. Their relationship is canon in the alternate universe in season 2, because I guess they go to an alternate universe, because I mean, whatever, sure, why not? Like, you might as well, I guess. Let's make AU's canon. Their ship name is a reference to Ekko's time manipulation abilities and Jinx's explosives. Yet, time and bomb, fair enough, I guess. That makes sense to me. I guess Ekinks and Jinko both are bad. I don't know why they're, like, controversial. I think they're enemies right now, maybe. Maybe Ekko is evil. Maybe Jinx is evil. I don't know. Someone's evil here. And it's one of them, or both of them. Maybe it's both. Now, it's everyone's favorite time that no one likes and no one wants to talk about. It's discourse time. I like Googled it real quick. I'm sure there's other discourse. I'm sure there's other drama. I just didn't see it on first glance. It's probably a lot of the same drama as you have in other fandoms. I saw someone mention a racism problem. Fandom unfortunately has a racism problem. It's a primarily white community in a lot of instances, depending, you know, obviously like K-pop fandoms in Asia are not gonna, like, not the same thing. American, Anglo, like English speaking fandom tends to be primarily white. It is like a major issue, and there is a lot of racism that happens there. So I didn't see anything specific about it. I would not be surprised if it exists. There seem to be a lot of characters of color in Arcane, and that I'm sure causes issues, and I'm sure that sucks. The only real specific I saw, other than the whole discussion of like, is this character bad? Is this character good? Are they doing good things or bad things, or whatever, who cares? Is a little bit of discussion about like gatekeeping from League of Legends fans. I don't think we should listen to League of Legends fans ever. I don't think we should talk to League of Legends fans unless we like have to. If your boyfriend plays League of Legends, I think you should break up with him. Sorry, my understanding is that Arcane is like so completely different from League of Legends that who cares? Why are you listening to these people? It doesn't matter. It's a whole separate thing. If you want to care, you know, that's your prerogative. Don't let me tell you what to do. I'm right, but don't listen to me, I guess. Well, that's the Arcane fandom. I should give it a number. I think I was giving them numbers. I don't know, 5 out of 10 for Femslash. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will absolutely see you in the next one.